like I'm walking the wrong way, but I also don't feel like I'm walking the right way. You ever do that? Oh, here's the photographer's gallery. Cool. I was there. That's neat. Someday, I want to have a gallery. I don't know if it would be in New York City or not, or Philadelphia. I've had my work in galleries, like little local ones, but I mean to have my own, like that guy, or like all the other artists. I love to go to other photographers' galleries, especially ones that I admire, and tell them, because it's good to know, like, when your work is appreciated, and I go, and if they're there, I'll say, I really enjoy your work, and talk with them a little bit. But I definitely don't remember this part, so I definitely went the wrong way. It's cool. I'm gonna go up here and find my way. It's an adventure. So, I'm gonna talk a little bit about my trip while I walk. It rained almost every day. I've pretty much mentioned that. And so I had to skip and or not get good photos at a lot of the places that I had been wanting to see. And that's okay. I mean, what can you do? So, I want to come back. But at the places I did get good photos at, I think, were a bunch of the waterfalls. And at the lagoon. And I found this little secret cute cliff for puffins. Oh, I found a dog. Oh, it ran away. Okay. And so I know that I have good photos. It's not like this was a waste. There's that place I turned at. I'm doing all right. Yeah. So, getting into a weird part of town here. A little weird. That's why I got quiet. Yeah, so I went to a little Viking area where there was the original, I guess, house and foundation of this saga era Viking settlement. And the name started with a K, but I'm off the top of my head, I'm sorry, I can't remember right now. And that was one of the places I struggled with. And the weather was nice, but so I just struggled with it because the layout. It was turf houses, which are like there's grass on the roof. So it's just very different. And I struggled with it because the layout of them was not. I don't know. It was just like awkward to photograph, and so I walked around it a lot, and I was just like, how am I gonna show this? Because when you're walking around it, it feels very different than like when you're taking a photo. Like a video, you get to see all the angles of something, you really get to appreciate its different aspects. Kind of like the difference between a painting and a sculpture in the round. Whereas with a sculpture, you walk around it and you see the form of it, And that's one thing that 2D art tries to do, you try to have depth, but you can't, it's not like a sculpture. So, I'm walking around that place and it was beautiful to walk around. Very small little farm. but I couldn't, I don't know. I mean, I'll have to look at the photos again, but I don't know if I was able to capture what I felt when I was there. That's what I'm getting at. So, I don't know. But everywhere else, I did the best that I could under the circumstances. And I think so far, the best photos I have were the puffins. Um, there was the Glacier Lagoon. I got some really nice reflection photos with the icebergs. And then there was this one area in the southeast that had like these mountains, and the mountains are actually reflected in these, look like kind of like tidal pools and lakes and stuff. Um, I was trying to go quickly through there, so I didn't have enough time to really like stop and invest a lot of time into figuring out like the exact, like I couldn't see if the body of water was like going anywhere. When you see the photos, it'll make sense to you. Alright, we're at another crossroads here where I think I had turned. I think I came from up there. I think this is what happened. I think this is where I went. I'm getting there. I parked in this like little alley by the restaurant. It's a parking spot. It's not like I just like randomly parked it. I don't remember this though. So I'm going to do a video later on when I like have finished my whole trip and I collect my thoughts more. And I want to make it of like maybe 10 or 15 things I wish I knew before I went to Iceland. Because I did extensive research for this trip. I'm not kidding you. I'm a nut for Googling and researching things that I'm going to photograph. And so I looked for, if you want to count the actual how long I looked, it was probably for years. But I'd say the past 8 or 9 months was literally a couple hours every day. I'm not even kidding. Because I wanted to know everything about every spot, and I looked up every single waterfall, and I looked at different photos and like the layout of it in Google Earth, and I said, will I be able to photograph this at the right time of day, this, that, and the other thing, when I'm there, because I'm doing the ring road and clockwise, and like I really like analyzed every little thing, because this is a big deal to me, and I wanted it to go well. And so I planned my trip to where, yes, I would skip some good things, because it's an entire country. In 11 days, that's a lot. And so I said that I wanted to do my best. So I did as much research as I could to make sure I'd be at the right places at the right times of day. I would be standing in the right spot to get the best angle. And that's a lot of research. And even with all that research, there were still things that I didn't find out online that I just found out coming here. And I think it'd be really cool to do a video so that other people, like, it's information you should know, tips and tricks. I'm gonna do that. That's on my to-do list. But guess what I found? My car, my rental car. Hooray! Home sweet home. I cannot believe I literally found this without even like really that much effort. And I'm taking a video and like looking around at stores and stuff. It's really weird. That's one of the bookstores I went in. There's another one somewhere that I also went in. I think everywhere's closed now. There's just kind of like people leaving bars and going home now. I don't even know what time it is. It's probably like 10 or 11. it's near sunset, or it is sunset, and this is what I'm getting at sunset. So sunrise probably won't be very good. So I'm still going to figure out what I'm doing tomorrow, and I'll try to take video tomorrow. I'm sorry I missed the past couple days, but I really, really needed to focus on the photography, and I don't have a GoPro where I can just kind of like hold it and like this is like I need two hands to hold it steady. Like the phone is not the best thing. But it was too nice weather that I had to use it. My day and a half of sun, don't begrudge me that. You'll like the photos. If it's raining tomorrow, there's some art museums here. Maybe I'll go to, or maybe I'll just come back and walk around more. I don't know. I want to do something productive though.